Coming to you live from quarantine, this is your movie quiz for Wednesday, February 10th, 2021. Let's go. Hello and welcome to the movie quiz, part of the Trivia List. My name is Chris Mann-Nelson, and I am your host. And in just a few minutes, I'm going to be asking you 4 rounds of movie-themed trivia questions. This is a completely interactive show. So if you want to get yourself in the game, head to this link right here, TMQ, as in the movie quiz. Hang on, let me line it up. There it is, tmq.thetrivialist.com. Once you're there, just enter your email and your team name, register your team, and you are in the game. It's a completely free game to play, but tips are greatly appreciated. Helps us keep the show running. There's a little tip jar on the main page, as you'll see. So, joining you tonight in the game will be a very special guest. He is an actor. He is a voice actor, a narrator. He has a beautiful voice that you're about to hear in just a second. He was in a play of mine called Pluto is Missing. He's a wonderful guy. Please welcome to the show, Alfonso Giansanti. Alfonso,
hello.
Welcome. Welcome to the game. How are you?
I'm excited to be here. That's how I am.
That's excellent. So Alfonso, while people file in, we've got 19 teams here tonight. That's excellent. Let's give a couple minutes for people to show up. Alfonso, one of my favorite movie-based memories of you was you came to a Halloween party of mine in 2018, I want to say, and you had an absolutely stunning Barf the Mog costume. So do you normally go movie for Halloween?
I have gone movie a lot in the past, thinking about it. When I was a kid, I was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or a turtle. I was Luke Skywalker. I was Zorro, Robin Hood. And of course, I think of the movie when I think of Robin Hood. So yeah, a lot of movie-based costumes for sure growing up.
And you're
as an adult as well.
Someone said the Schwartz is with you right there.
Yes.
Do you normally take like loving care with your costumes, right? There's no much, what's like the amount of store-bought?
Geez, if I need a plastic prop of a weapon, then it's going to be store-bought. It's going to be a $5 plastic sword that doesn't look like a real sword. I don't need, any of that. But everything else, I try and, vintage stuff and, secondhand stores and go to Goodwill and just trying to figure it out. When I made the mug, I bought faux fur and then sewed a tail together and put a wire hanger in there and attached it to my belt. Like if I'm doing it, it's got to be, hands-on. It's a lot of fun.
Have you gotten into paper mache at all? I've gotten the last few Halloweens. I've delved into paper mache, and
you have a background there anyway. Maybe
not really. I did it in like middle school in like the mid '90s, and that was it. And then I redid it. I built like an ET head a couple years ago.
Wow.
For my costume.
I saw that. Absolutely. That was incredible.
I was Elliot. Oh, no. Yeah, you were there, actually.
Yeah.
There was another Halloween party. You took the picture of me. That's actually my my Instagram handle. Hey, that's a perfect segue into follow me. Follow my trivia account on Instagram. You'll get lots of hints about the movie quiz. But yeah, I really loved it. I made last year I made this very elaborate eye for Desmond. Like he wanted to be this one-off character from Pee-wee's Playhouse called Roger. It was just like a big a monster with one giant eye.
That's amazing.
And it was great. So what are some other ones that you've done? Have you done like cons at all? Have you done like
Yeah. Yes. So I went to Comic-Con. The year one of the first years that I went in costume was the 10-year anniversary of Firefly, and I went with 6 or 7 other people, and we all dressed up as different characters from that. So I went as Jane from Firefly, who is one of my favorites. But the best one I did was definitely Wilson Fisk, the year that Daredevil came out on Netflix. And I shaved my beard and I shaved my head.
Wow.
And I wore a 3-piece suit.
Oh my God. That is absolute commitment.
It was so fun. My mother didn't recognize me. It was, I didn't recognize me either, but that was lot of fun.
That's awesome. Did you do anything for Halloween this year, or did quarantine kind of, well, I mean, you're in Halifax. You're just telling me like it's pretty okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't, there wasn't a lot of partying.
Yeah, it's still irresponsible to party.
Getting together is the reason. You want to dress up to show off the costume.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. So I think I'm going to get the game going here. Couple of rules before we get started. Very simple ones. This is online, but please don't cheat. Don't Google, don't use IMDb. Keep it all, just look it up here. 2, don't put answers in the chat. If you are watching either on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube, head to this website and you can actually play the game. Don't throw the answers in the chat. You'll just be giving away free answers. Register and play. You can win. You don't win anything. You don't win anything substantive, but you get the pride of winning. And play with friends. I encourage you to play with friends over Zoom or whatever your digital meeting app of choice is, but keep your team size reasonable, like 4 or 5 people. All right. So we are going to get started with the game. I'm going to put it into in-game mode here. You will see. So if you're on our website and you've never played before, you're going to see the answer. You're going to see the questions appear right here under the Twitch stream on tmq.thetrivialist.com. So Alfonso, are you ready for your first round?
I am ready.
All right. So in honor of Valentine's Day is this weekend. So in honor of Valentine's Day, I put together a round called True Romance, which is all about actual couples in movies together. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to give you a movie and you're going to name the couple. Okay. They may not have been together at the time. A lot of them are not together now. But they were together somewhere in the orbit of this movie. So you have to name both names. You can name the first and last, or just last name, but make them match. So like, if you're writing like, John Doe and Jane Doe, write their full names, or Doe and Doe. Don't mix and match, because it'll confuse the way that I programmed the game. All right. So here we go. I'll give you the movie and the year it came out, and you name the couple for me. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Starting off easy to get us into the game here. Ease our way in. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005. Name both actors who were part of a couple.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I had to think about some spelling there.
Oh, thank you, Alfonso. That I should point out. That spelling doesn't really matter. It should be, if it's close enough, it should be able to catch it. Okay, I'll take that too. I didn't program it for portmanteau tabloid names, but I will take it. All right, so everybody who submitted an answer got this right. It is supposed to be easy to answer Jane's question. It's the first question, so yes, it is supposed to be easy. It's Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. So if you put Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Pitt and Jolie, you got the point. It's easy. Okay, here we go.
It's so hard to think about those two as romantic people.
I know. It's been a while. So your second movie is Overboard, 1987. Overboard, 1987.
This is a great movie.
You know, they remade this movie.
Yeah, I did not see that.
You were not alone in not seeing this movie. I don't think anyone saw this movie.
Yeah, I don't even remember who was in it, the remake.
It was Anna Faris and a guy. I have no idea who the guy was.
Yeah.
All right, but in this original movie, let me just make sure. I'm just regrading a couple people's. This was Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, who are still together.
Yes.
They are still together. Angelina Jolie and
that's nice to hear.
All right. So number 3, your third movie, Geely, 2003. Geely, 2003.
And sometimes you have the face and you don't have the name, you know?
Oh yeah, sure.
None. Oh my God. I can't think of his name.
Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no. Which one is giving you trouble? The man or the woman?
The man. There it is. There it popped into my head. It's 0 seconds, right? Affleck.
Someone wrote Lopez. Actually, it was Alex wrote Lopez and a man.
I wrote Lopez and so
you wrote Lopez and
together there. Yeah.
The other one, it's Benifer. That was their portmanteau name.
Man.
It's Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. All right. Yeah. And I also see we only got, it says 48% because I think a lot of people are watching and not playing. You should play along. You're totally welcome to. You can watch. That's also fine. I'm not trying to strong arm anyone into playing, but you should play.
Also, a lot of people probably blacked out that movie.
Exactly. Then they were right to. So your fourth movie is The Amazing Spider-Man 2, 2014. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Who was the couple?
Really? I didn't know there was a couple in that movie.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't see this movie. That helped.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. But they're bringing all the Spider-Man back for the next Spider-Man adventure because they've introduced.
That had to be.
Let me just make sure.
I'm nervous because I'm on camera. I'm losing all my names. I usually have names.
Yeah, it's blanking you out.
That's what I'm going to blame it on. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not getting into spoilers. There's spoilers about why the Spider-Men are coming back.
That's her name.
Yeah. It's Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield. All right.
Again, had the face. If I could just port the face right into the question, then that would.
Yeah, if the software had facial recognition. To Be or Not to Be, 1983.
I got to admit something to you.
Yes.
I've never heard of this movie.
I know. That's why it's halfway in the round. It's getting a little harder.
Oh boy. If it's going to get harder than this, then oh boy. I'm just going to have to rely on luck whether or not I've seen it.
There's an ebb and a flow. There's an ebb and a flow to the. So far, a goose egg on this one. This was actually a lesser seen Mel Brooks movie with him, and she appeared in last week's quiz too. Anne Bancroft. It's Mel Brooks and Anne Bancroft are both in. Wow. It's a remake, it's a remake of an older movie that they did in the early 80s. All right, question number 6. Edward Scissorhands, 1991. Name the couple in Edward Scissorhands.
Huh. Now, I'm not. If it's the people I'm thinking of, I was unaware that they were dating. So I'm just going to guess. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a perfectly legitimate methodology for figuring out the game. For answering questions, just rescoring a couple. Yes, they were absolutely a couple. These two, Johnny Depp, Winona Ryder,
Vincent Price
and Johnny Depp.
I ship that.
Sure. That would have been beautiful. Actually, they were a couple to the point where Johnny Depp had a tattoo that said Winona Forever. I think it was either just Winona or Winona Forever. And after they broke up, he had it lasered off to say Wino Forever.
That is so sad.
Right? That's like worse than just
why not Nona Forever? And he's like, it's my grandma, you know?
Yeah.
Also, if he just waited a little while to come back around, Stranger Things, he would have been like, I love that show.
I love that show. I'm ahead of the curve.
Yep.
He blew it. And now he's just tattooed as a wino. Derogatory term for an alcoholic. All right. Number 7 in True Romance, Far and Away, 1992. Far and Away is your movie.
Is this a movie about geese? No, that was Fly Away Home.
Fly Away Home.
Okay.
But Anna Paquin and the goose were one of the main goose.
Far and Away. Yeah, unfamiliar with this particular film.
This one was actually one of 3 movies that this real life couple. They're long since not together. It's but one of 3 movies that they did together. The other ones were Days of Thunder and Eyes Wide Shut. This is Tom Cruise.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a Ron Howard movie. All right. Number 8.
I'm getting beaten up out here. This is rough.
Bugsy, 1991. Bugsy, 1991.
Oh, man. There are people that have gotten many of these, and hats off to them. Wow. I got nothing. Bugsy, I don't even know who was in this,
If you knew who was in it, you that's the trick.
That's probably a good point.
If I only knew this, I would get it right. A pretty good guess here with Warren Beatty and Madonna. You're half right with that. Did you put anything? Did you guess or did you skip, Alfonso?
Me? I didn't do either. I should
just let it go. That's fine. That's fine. This was Warren Beatty, but are they still married? I think they might be. Him and Annette Bening and Warren Beatty.
Oh man, that makes me want to watch that.
Yeah, it's like Bugsy Siegel. It's a biopic of the gangster Bugsy Siegel. All right, question number 9. The Big Sleep, 1946.
Okay.
The Big Sleep, 1946.
Big Sleep. Is this about a group of friends that hang out late into the night or something? Nope, that's The Big Chill.
Yeah.
Damn it. Nope. Gone. I don't belong here. I'm sorry.
That's okay. This is one round. And it is
romantic couples. That's a tough one.
It's hard for a first round, I would say. It's pretty hard for the first round. But if you look at the date on it, that might help. 1946.
46, sure.
A very famous couple from that era, Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. Bogey and Bacall is give people, if you want, a reminder that Whoopi Goldberg and Ted Danson dated in the 90s. They did. It culminated with, I believe, Ted Danson doing blackface. It was very weird. Yeah, they were. What movie were they in together? They were in that movie with Will Smith together. What a Venn diagram of a film a cast that is. And number 10, your final couple of the night. It is Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, 1966. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, 1966.
I need to add a bunch of movies to my list. Are these also all good movies, like that you enjoy, or just good for this purpose?
I wouldn't say they're all good.
Okay, but some is the couples, right? It's important.
Yeah, the couples are the most important thing here. Hang on, let me just check something here.
Good to know about Virginia Woolf.
Okay, so this one is sorry about this. It's not Goldberg and Danson, as a lot of people are really into the Goldberg Danson connection here. I'm just correcting because it is. I didn't put Liz. That's why the grading software didn't catch it. That was my bad. But it's Elizabeth Taylor and her multiple times husband, Richard Burton. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton are your two. All right, so let's see your scores. Let's take a look at your scores after one round.
Oof.
We've got Chris and Sterling Cooper rolling Deli Bets tied for second. Really, it says third, but it's second with 7, and just ahead of them are the Ringwoodians and the Turds, who appear to be a new team, and they're out of the gate. They're tied for first. So nicely done. Before I'm gonna give anybody who might be joining us a chance to sign up for the game. If anyone's been watching, you can sign up now while we talk. I want to talk to you, Alfonso, about your website in just 1 second. But from the chat, I've gleaned that it's Ryan's birthday. Happy birthday, Ryan!
Happy birthday, Ryan!
Happy birthday to you, Ryan. One of the regulars here, and I didn't know it was his birthday. That's very exciting. So there you go. Happy birthday, Ryan. Let me put it up there. So Alfonso, while people are signing up, tell us about. Now, everybody, by now you've heard Alfonso's voice. He's got a terrific voice, and he's turned that into a business. Tell us about your website, Alfonso, for your voice work.
Well, I've been doing voice acting and narration for the last year during the pandemic times. Found myself indoors a lot, got myself a microphone, and I've been recording this sultry voice that you're hearing, and it's been a lot of fun, and I've done about 200 projects so far. I made myself a little website, alfonsogiansanti.com.
There it is, right at the bottom. If you find yourself in need. You have such a nice voice, Alfonso, that there were like we did one play together like 5 or 6 years ago, and then the other play that I wrote, you were the only person who I was like, well, we don't need to audition we don't need to see who's right for the role. I was like, that's Alfonso, because he needs to be, because it was like a jolly man with a booming presence, and I was like, that's gonna be Alfonso. I could have, if I didn't know him, could have used Alfonso Giansanti. I'm going the wrong way. Alfonso Giansanti. So yeah, everybody check that out. Check out Alfonso's website. He does great voice work. You also, Alfonso, you're doing like D&D live streams?
Yes, live streaming every Friday night at 5 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. where I am. And
Halifax time. What is the name of the time zone?
Atlantic Standard Time.
Atlantic Standard Time.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, the Deck Box is the name of it. It's the Chronicles of Catalan, or the Curse of Catalan.
Excellent. All right, so that's going to bring us into round number 2, which is going to be our picture round. So our picture round, in honor of Alfonso's velvety pipes and his voice work, is going to be Look Who's Talking. It's not going to be a round about the movie series Look Who's Talking. The way it's going to work is I'm going to show you a character from an animated film, and you're going to tell me the celebrity. You tell me the celebrity that provided their voice. Alfonso, I already see you rubbing your hands together, feeling much better. You're feeling much more.
You're probably going to stump me, but I'm excited to try.
So let me pull up the screen here, and I'll add it to the stream in 1 second. And here is your first one. Hang on. There we go. This is number 1. The celebrity.
I love this movie. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but me and my friends sing a song from it.
Did you see the live action one?
I did not. Did you?
No. No. It was like, well, because it was like $30 on Disney Plus at first. It came out in the theaters last year, and then they were just like, I guess we'll dump it on Disney, but we'll charge everyone
to buy the DVD.
Just buy the Blu-ray at that point. So this character is Mushu from Mulan, who was voiced. I did not put Donkey because that would have been too easy, but this was easy too, based on how many people got it right. That's Eddie Murphy. Murphy. All right. So, actor number 2. Let's head down here.
All right.
Number 2.
Man, what a voice.
Is that?
I love this voice. Always have in all the movies.
A wonderful cadence too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've tried to emulate this voice. I can't do it. But it's a lot of fun to try.
Have you done any animated characters?
Only in like corporate videos.
Ooh,
I did some narration like as the coming into an animation.
Okay.
So I was the narrator to start, which was a lot of fun.
Okay, that's interesting. All right, so this is Puss in Boots, who was in like I think 3 Shrek movies and his own spin-off movie played by Antonio Banderas. 65% of the audience got that right. All right.
Right.
Number 3. Who is number 3? I'll start the timer as soon as I see it on my Twitch stream. Who is that? Who plays?
Oh man. You know what? I don't even know who voiced this character. I know the character in the movie. I just never paid attention. Foolish for this exact moment.
Well done, most teams. I thought maybe some people, this is from Frozen. I thought maybe some people might put Idina Menzel, get the 2 characters mixed up, but this is Anna, who is voiced by Kristen Bell.
Of course.
Kristen Bell is your answer. All right, number 4. Who is that?
Whoa. A lot of the older, Disney films were not always celebrities, and I definitely thought this person was voiced by one of those folks that are not full-on celebrities.
Yeah, no, this one I remember. The reason I went with this one is because I remember they made a big deal when this came out about like him doing his own singing and having to like take singing lessons, and he sucked.
There's a tale as old as time for you.
But it is American Tail. Nicely done. Was that intentional, Alfonso? Was that
American Tail
on purpose? That American Tail?
No, that's from Tail Has Old.
Oh, that's Beauty and the Beast. You're right.
Yeah. I couldn't get there.
My God, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so this is John Smith in Pocahontas, as voiced by notorious maniac Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson, surprisingly low. Alfonso.
Somewhere in the back of my head, I knew that.
That one got you. I didn't see your answer.
I didn't go one.
You skipped it. I see.
Yeah.
All right. So number 5, who voiced this character? This one Alfonso knows, I can tell by that fiendish laugh.
I one day watched this movie twice in a row.
What? Really?
I love this movie. The soundtrack is incredible. The story is silly. I like Roald Dahl, It's good.
Did you see have you seen Isle of Dogs?
No, I want to. Is it good?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I have like a weird I have like sort of a weird tolerance for Wes Anderson. Like I like him, but I hit sort of a breaking point about an hour into the movie. So this is a Wes Anderson movie. It's Fantastic Mr. Fox, who is voiced by George Clooney.
Mr. Clooney,
Silver Fox.
That's right.
All right. Question number 6. Movie number 6. Tell me this actor. This one should be pretty easy.
Yeah, that's a good one though.
This one, yeah.
It's this is another. I love animated movies. This is what I'm learning from this whole sequence.
Yeah.
Is how much I enjoy animated movies. I mean, it could help that I'm trying to be a voice actor now and have always wanted to be a little bit.
Yeah.
So that'll do it.
I mean, I hope you get some animated work, because that would be wonderful.
That would be an absolute blast. I've done some radio dramas and some other character work, just not as much animated. It's fun.
Andrew's saying I'm doing a round about people who should be canceled. It's true. It occurred to me. to the current me, the rogues gallery that I've put together in this animated. All right, number 7 movie. That's Ellen. It's Ellen. I didn't even get to the answer yet. That's Ellen DeGeneres. All right, here comes number 7. Who voiced this character? Oh, Alfonso's right on this one.
Yeah, this one shocked me when I learned it.
Really?
I didn't hear it when I was watching it. And somebody said, did the whole playful, like, you know who it is? And when they told me,
it's sort of a growl. It's sort of a growl that he threw it.
And an accent that they don't normally put on either. Just minor, but that little mid-Atlantic-y.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is Spider-Man Noir from Into the Spider-Verse, as voiced by Nick Cage. Nick Cage as Spider-Man Noir. I love Spider-Verse. I think it's great. I won't get into again. They're bringing back Spider-Man. All the Spider-Men are coming back in live action, but I won't get into any spoilers. They're already opening that door. Number 8. Number 8. Who is this? This one should be a layup too.
That's true. Appreciating that after the last round, though, that was a tough one. And this was, I saw this movie in theaters when I was, I don't know how old, but in my teens, and God, uproariously full. Like the crowd, I've never heard a whole theater laugh as hard as when I saw this movie. No.
Did you? I don't really. Did you see any of the later sequels?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
put some boots
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I saw them. One of my saddest. So I have a list of my best movie going experiences, but one of my saddest movie going experiences was they were closing my local theater in 2007, a theater that it was just a corporate multiplex, but I went there a lot when I was a kid. They turned the place into a Planet Fitness or something, like a massive gym. But so I was like, I gotta go see one last movie at this theater on the last day. And the only thing that was even palatable to me that was playing was Shrek the Third. And so I was 25, and I was just a 25-year-old man sitting in Shrek the Third by himself on a Tuesday night. It was awful.
That's so sad.
It was so everyone just families staring at me. So this is Princess Fiona, who of course is voiced by Cameron Diaz. 74%, and that's everybody who submitted an answer got it right. Nicely done. All right, number 9, actor number 9. Who is this?
Ooh, I saw this movie. I was working from home and just put it on in the background, and I remember it being very mediocre.
It's fine. It's in a weird era for. I think it's one of the Disney or divorce movies where they had split for a while, in the 2000s. It's from 2008, I think, and it's those are kind of fine. Chicken Little was the first their first venture into computer animation, and it's so weird. It looks like it's from 1992. It looks like pre-Toy Story. Bolt is fine. So this is from Bolt.
Yeah.
And Bolt was voiced by John Travolta. Who almost has the word Bolt in his name.
Yeah.
He's one letter off from having Bolt. And here is your final question of the round. Your final animated character. Hang on. Number 10. Here we go. Who's this? Who voiced this character?
Whoa. Unfamiliar with this character.
I know, but there's... I don't want to give anything away.
All right, fine. Yep, just get some.
This one is a little... This one takes a little lateral thought. Not lateral thought, just lateral knowledge. Because I purposely picked this picture that you can kind of see. It's like a character name at the top, and it says Michi because Zendaya is Michi from the video that was going around on the internet a couple years ago. Zendaya is Michi from Smallfoot, as is hashtagged in that photo. So that was
somebody got that right. Somebody got that question right. That's incredible.
4 teams got it right. They could. I'm not singing Zendaya as Michi. No, I'm not. You can look it up. Look it up. It's a funny video. It's easily accessible online. All right, so let's look at your scores after 2 rounds, halfway point of the game. We've got in 3rd place with 15 points, Marley's Chains. Right behind them is Dances with Quiz. And tied for 1st place, the 2 titans of the game, Chris and Sterling Cooper rolling daily bets.
Wow.
A 1st place standings for Ryan in after 2 rounds. So that brings us to our 3rd round of the night, which is our puzzle round. So, Alfonso, you've seen the game before. You were telling me, but so you've seen that we do a puzzle as our 3rd round every week. This week, I'm going back to a format that we've done before. It's called triple feature sentences. So the way triple feature sentences is going to work is I am going to give you a clue that you're going to decipher by stringing together 3 movie titles in a row. For the titles, I'll give you the star of the film and the year that it was released. For example, one from an old game, if I said the first step in dairy pasteurization, Al Pacino, 1995, Ed Asner, Voice, 2009, and Sean Penn, 2008, that would be Heat Up Milk. Heat Up Milk. Okay? So
amazing.
You will crack the code by stringing together 3 movie titles. All right, Alfonso, are you ready?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, this is one of my tougher puzzle formats, I'd say. But you get a little extra time. You get 35 seconds to get it done.
Oh, right, so
here we go. A bumpy aeronautic trip is your clue. And your movies are Sylvester Stallone, 1976, Robert Hayes and Julie Haggerty, 1980, and Denzel Washington, 2012. A bumpy aeronautic trip. Sylvester Stallone, 1976, Robert Hayes and Julie Haggerty, 1980, and Denzel Washington, 2012. Plenty of time still.
Well, let's see what happens. Ooh. This was a little.
You got it, Alfonso. You got it. You got it.
This is exciting and fun. I love puzzles. If I can get it, then everyone else is going to get it. That's for sure.
All right. So this one, if you've been watching the game, you'll know that I work in airplane into every game. Not one of my favorite movies, but I have to commit to it at this point. So the movie is Rocky Airplane Flight. Rocky Airplane Flight is your puzzle. All right. So now you get out. Yes, we love the bit. Thank you, Yoni. I love providing the bit to you. I love being your bit distributor. All right, here we go. Your second puzzle. Lurking shapes remain unseen. Your movies are Taraji P. Henson from 2016, Ryan Gosling, Naomi Watts, and Ewan McGregor. That's one movie, 2005, and George Clooney, 1996. I think it might actually be 1998 on that last movie. Sorry.
Wow.
98 for the Clooney one.
Man. I'm not going to get this one.
It's hard.
This is this is so exciting. I just want to know the answer, you know. I'm excited to see what it is.
You're just here for the ride at this point.
I think I am, yeah.
That's fine. As long as you're enjoying yourself.
I certainly am. Oh man.
One team has gotten it so far. 2 teams have gotten it so far. They are our first place teams.
Wow.
So Hidden Figures is your first one. Your answer is Hidden Figures The middle one was kind of a forgotten movie from the mid 2000s. Hidden Figures Stay Out of Sight. Hidden Figures Stay Out of Sight. And I also just want to point out, as the game progresses, sometimes, depending on your connection, you might end up with some lag. Hit refresh on your Twitch feed. If you feel like the timer feels short or that it's out of sync somehow, just hit refresh. It might help you get more on the right footing with the timer and the game. All right, here comes number 3. Magical explanation for why I walk with a limp. And your movies are Angelica Houston, 1990, Amy Adams, 2007, and Daniel Day-Lewis, 1989. Magical explanation for why I walk with a limp. Angelica Houston, 1990, Adams, 2007, and Daniel Day-Lewis, 1989.
I don't know enough about everyone's careers, is what I'm learning, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you're learning something now.
I am, and that is a good thing for me. I love learning. I love puzzles. I love learning. This show rules, Chris.
Thank you, Alfonso. What an absolutely glowing review of the show. All right, so your 3 movies are Witches, the Witches, Enchanted, My Left Foot. The Witches, Enchanted, My Left Foot. 4 teams got it right. Nicely done.
Daniel Day-Lewis was in a movie called My Left Foot.
Won an Oscar
my favorite. An Oscar.
Yeah, he played a real guy named Christy Mathewson, I think, and he was a real guy who had I think cerebral palsy maybe, but he could only move his foot, but he would like write with his foot and draw with his foot. My Left Foot. All right. Yeah, it's good. Number 4, 2 outlaw women help their brilliant friend circumnavigate the globe in just under 3 months. Susan Sarandon, 1991, John Travolta, 1995, and David Niven, 1956.
Okay. All right. I know the first one.
That's the thing. Where you can build out. Work from a solid foundation.
It's such a long title. This is incredible. I love it. And then, of course, I blank on the words. All the words.
Well, yeah. That's the trick sometimes. The trivia is the words. Couple teams have gotten it right. Nicely done. All right. This was a
I just got it.
You just got it? You got it after the fact?
What are their names?
The women?
Yeah.
Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise get Shorty around the world.
Around the world, maybe it is.
Yes.
Damn it. That's incredible.
All right. Number 5. NBA players Dwight and Juwan finish their match entwined with one another. Emma Thompson and Anthony Hopkins, 1992. Michael Douglas and Sean Penn, 1997. And Mandy Moore, Voice, 2010.
Emma Thompson. I didn't even know they were in a movie together. And I love Emma Thompson. Man.
No answers yet.
1992.
This is probably my favorite one of this week. It's hard.
NBA players Dwight and Juwan finish their match entwined with one another.
Yep. So Juwan, Dwight and Juwan are Howard. Dwight Howard, Juwan Howard. The movie's Howard's End. The movie with Emma Thompson and it's Howard's End, the Game Tangled. Howard's End, the Game Tangled. 0%. My favorite one that I wrote was an absolute stumper.
Howard's End.
I guess. Nobody got that right. All right. Just do better. Just do better. Don't take it out on me. Number 6. Lend a hand to the TV technician trying to keep the Michael Jordan documentary on the DVR. Paul McCartney and John Lennon, 1965. Jim Carrey, 1996. And Julia Stiles, 2001.
I lost internet connection, so I won't be able to submit my answer. But I'm a little closer on this one. Can you repeat it for me because I can't see it?
Yeah, lend a hand to the TV technician who's trying to keep the Michael Jordan documentary on the DVR. The movies are Paul McCartney and John Lennon, 1965. Jim Carrey, 1996. Julia Stiles, 2001.
2001. Oh my God. I got it.
You got it now?
Let me know when if you don't mind me trying to announce.
You can say it now.
Is it Help the Cable Guy Save the Last Dance?
It is Help the Cable Guy Save the Last Dance. It is Help the Cable Guy Save the Last Dance. Yes, absolutely. We got 4 teams got that right. All right, number 7. Parrots and mynas imitate the monarch's oration. Your movies are Tippi Hedren, 1963, Mira Sorvino, 1997, and Jeffrey Rush, 2010. Parrots and mynas imitate the monarch's oration.
Oh, come back, internet. I want to do this one.
Wait, you lost internet on your computer, but not your phone?
Right, my phone's going through the
through the oh my God. I hope you don't eat up all your data.
I am cross US and Canada, so I have an unlimited data plan.
Oh my God. Wow.
It's a luxury. It's kind of nice.
That's amazing.
Man, I can't believe this is all
18,
I got 2 of those movies.
18. Which 2 did you get? Which did you figure out?
The Birds.
Mm-hmm.
Something. Imitate. So I was just going to guess at another word that means imitate.
Mimic.
And, mimic. Okay. And the King's Speech.
The birds mimic the King's Speech.
Mimic.
Birds mimic the King's Speech. All right. Question number 8. The first-year player inks their name on the contract. You've got Dennis Quaid, 2002, Mel Gibson, 2002, Mel Gibson coming back, and Michael Keaton, 1994. The first-year player inks their name on the contract. Dennis Quaid, 2002, Mel Gibson, 2002, and Michael Keaton, 1994.
Nice.
You figured it out, Alfonso?
I think so. The last one I'm guessing on. Man, this is a long one.
The answer is?
No, this outage.
Oh.
Trying to reset.
All right, so your 3 movies are The Rookie, Signs, The Paper.
I got that one.
You got it. Alfonso, at this, honestly, you're too honest. You could just say that you got them all right. No one would know.
Yeah, but I actually did. I got that one.
All right. All right, here comes number 9. A Yuletide tale revolving around a young kid whose organs are on the outer part of his body. Your movies are Darren McGavin and Peter Billingsley, 1983, Hugh Grant, 2002, and Amy Poehler, Voice, 2015.
Can you give me the sentence again?
Sure. A Yuletide tale revolving around a young kid whose organs are on the outer part of his body.
Oh, I can't believe this thing.
All right. So those 3 movies are A Christmas Story, About a Boy, Inside Out.
Yeah.
A Christmas Story About a Boy, Inside Out.
Fantastic.
And your final puzzle Ethereal beings, both good and evil, shout really out their stuff. Tom Hanks, 2009. Nev Campbell, 1996. Nev Campbell, 1998.
Awesome.
Ethereal beings, both good and evil, shout really out their stuff. Tom Hanks, 2009. Nev Campbell, 1996. Nev Campbell, once again, in 1998.
Really out there stuff. Oh.
You figure it out, Alfonso?
Some of it. It's hard not being able to reference.
Well, yeah, you can't see the.
Yeah,
you got to get on the phone with your provider after this.
Yeah, I really do. It drives me crazy.
Does this happen a lot? We'll get in. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
All right. So your movies are Angels and Demons, Scream, Wild Things.
Yep.
Angels and Demons, Scream, Wild Things. All right. So let's take a look at our standings as we head into the final round of the night. We've got a lot of teams in third place, a three-way tie for third place with 19 points apiece. We got the Turds. I've never seen a movie on Marley's Chains in second place. Sterling Cooper, Roland Deli Betts with 23. And in the lead with 25 points is Chris. So our last round of the night, I guess it could be considered a depressing round. It's about movies that have come out posthumously. Movies, all about movies that were released after filmmakers, actors, someone involved with the movie, after they died, movie came out. Because we have some high-profile celebrity movie-related deaths recently, like Christopher Plummer. So this is all about movies that came out after they died. Okay, here we go. Movie number one. What actor earned a Golden Globe nomination in 2021 for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which was released 4 months after his untimely death? What actor earned a Golden Globe nomination in 2021 for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which was released 4 months after his untimely death?
Oh. Well, I've forgotten the man's name, but I know someone else he played.
Who did he play?
Was I right when I wrote it?
Oh, are you back in?
Yeah, I'm back in.
You wrote that? Yes, he played Black Panther, but I can't accept Black Panther. It's Chadwick Boseman.
Damn it! I can never remember Chadwick Boseman's name. Now I will forever, though. Chadwick Boseman.
All right, number two. The Other Side of the Wind, an experimental film from what auteur went into production in the 1970s and was finally completed in 2018, 33 years after the director's death.
Wow. Well, I'm just gonna. I don't know if that's okay to talk about. Like in between, it's like my ideas for how to get there and the guess versus actually knowing. You know.
That's fine.
I went with just somebody from the era that I was hoping might be right.
You were on a similar. You were on a not totally misguided track, but you were incorrect. It was Orson Welles.
Oh wow!
Welles started this movie with I think John Huston. I watched it when Netflix released it a couple years ago. All right, number three. Who was the first person to receive an Oscar nomination after they died, getting posthumous nods in both 1955 and 1956?
I've been watching a lot of movies from this time period, and it has been a lot of fun.
From the mid 50s era?
Yeah. 50s, 60s, mostly revolving around. I'll wait till the timer runs out in case I accidentally say something. But a few Audrey Hepburn movies.
It's not Audrey Hepburn. It's someone who only gained fame really after they died in a car crash. It's James Dean.
Oh.
James Dean was the guy. Oh, only 22% there. Yeah, he got nominated twice, both in the years after he died. Okay, how many Star Wars movies featuring Carrie Fisher, counting digital trickery, were released after her passing? How many Star Wars movies, counting digital trickery, featuring Carrie Fisher, were released after she died.
Oh, interesting. Ooh, this is like one of those tricky ones where you think it's one thing and then maybe it's the other.
I will say, because time is running out. It was supposed to be sort of double tricky because it's actually easy, but it's almost tough because she was in 2, episode 8 and 9, both came out after she died. But Rogue One, which has like a fake Carrie Fisher at the end, came out like 2 weeks before she died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
So almost 3, but it wasn't. So it was a double switch.
All right.
All right. Number 5, John Candy's final 2 films were released after he passed away: Wagons East and Canadian Bacon, the latter of which is the only narrative film from what documentarian?
Huh.
John Candy's final 2 films were released after he passed away: Wagons East and Canadian Bacon, the latter of which was the only narrative film from what documentarian?
I have no idea, but I love Canadian Bacon.
Got it right, Alfonso.
No way. Yeah. It's got a feeling of that guy.
Yeah. I know that this will spark a debate as to whether or not he's actually a documentarian, but he's categorized as one. Even though there's some, his movies are a little iffy on that front, but it's Michael Moore. Michael Moore directed Canadian Bacon. It's his only actively scripted movie, we'll say. All right. Number 6, venerated actor Raul Julia's filmography sadly ended with this 1994 stinker based on a video game released 2 months after his death. The movie was released after his death, not the video game. The video game.
Right. Oh, interesting. I remember this. 1994. It was terrible.
It was really bad. It was a very bad movie.
Oh no!
You didn't run out of time?
I know what it is, though.
What is it?
Street Fighter.
It is Street Fighter.
It's Street Fighter.
DVD movie. Street Fighter.
Oh man, that was so bad.
Such a bad movie. Not Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat came out a year later. Although a Mortal Kombat movie with Raul Julia would have been pretty cool. All right, number 7. The singer Aaliyah appeared posthumously as Akeisha in Queen of the Damned, which also features what character? I'm looking for the character name. This character was previously played by Tom Cruise. The singer Aaliyah appeared posthumously as Akeisha in Queen of the Damned, which also features what character previously played by Tom Cruise?
I can't remember the character's name. You know
the movie. You can.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is also a weird movie. I finally saw that.
The Tom Cruise one.
It's wild. Yeah.
That movie's also got Brad Pitt. What's the movie?
Kristen Dunst.
Yeah.
Interview with a Vampire.
It's Interview with a Vampire. He plays Lestat. Lestat is the name of the character, played by some other dude in Queen of the Damned. All right, question number 8. 2 posthumous Oscars have been awarded. 1 to Heath Ledger for The Dark Knight, and 1 for what actor for his role in the 1976 movie Network?
This is a role that I've heard of, It's I know about this situation. I don't know the name of the guy who did it. But gosh, I just know about like the famous rant from this movie.
Right. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Yeah.
Let me make sure that everybody got it who put in the right answer. Yep. It's Peter Finch. Peter Finch is his name. Peter Finch.
Okay.
All right. Question number 9. Heath Ledger had partially completed this Terry Gilliam film when he died. Leaning into the film's fantastical elements, his role was finished with the combined work of Jude Law, Johnny Depp, and Colin Farrell. Looking for the name of the movie.
Yeah, that was a wild ride. That one. That was such. Whew. It was going to be weird before they switched out all the actors.
I know it was. I mean, that was kind of that's what's kind of cool about that. The movie's not great. The movie didn't end up great, but it was kind of like cool how they were able to, take the kind of inherent world of that movie and finish it. And I think the three guys gave donated their salaries to Heath Ledger's daughter, if I'm not mistaken. So that's movie awesome. Is called The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Tough one. It's the end of the game, so it's a hard. Did you get that one right, Alfonso? You did.
I did get that one right. Yeah, I even got the spelling. Oh no, I didn't. I wrote doctor out the whole thing.
I think that's fine though. It might be actually it might be spelled all the way out. Sure. And here comes your final regular question of the game. After Bela Lugosi died, famous schlock director Ed Wood hired Tom Mason to stand in for him in Plan 9 to finish Plan 9. Mason bore almost no resemblance to Lugosi and wasn't even an actor. He worked as what kind of licensed medical practitioner? What was the job of the guy who helped Ed Wood finish? There are shots of Lugosi in this, but I see, Alfonso, that you remember the movie Ed Wood.
No, I just threw out a guess because I wanted it to be this one.
So far, you're the only one to get it right.
Yes, no. I would be higher up in these standings if I would have.
If you hadn't had the catastrophic internet failure.
Yeah,
you got this one right. No, two people got it right.
All right.
The Ringwoodians also got it right. He was a chiropractor. He was Ed Wood's wife's chiropractor. And Ed Wood just brought him in after Bela.
Man, this guy spends his life doing things that aren't even real, Like he's not an actor, but he acts. He's not a doctor, but he doctors.
So that brings us to our final question of the game. It's our big bonus question. So if you feel like maybe you're out of the game, you might not be, because the way this last question works is I ask you one last question that if you get it right, it's worth 5 points. If you get it wrong, you lose 5 points. You don't have to gamble on it if you want. If you think if you don't have it right, if you want to hold on to your points for the whole season, you don't have to bet. You can skip, but it could be a 10-point swing. So for this one, I've written a question that kind of ties all of the other rounds together. I always try to find the way to bring it all together in the end. So here we go. Your final question, your bonus question. 5 points if you get it right, -5 if you get it wrong. Eyes Wide Shut, released 4 months after Stanley Kubrick's death and starring then married Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, featured an early career voice acting appearance from what actress? He overdubbed Abigail Good as the mysterious masked woman in the infamous orgy sequence. Who had an early career voice acting appearance in Eyes Wide Shut?
Wow. Ooh.
It's worth 5 if you get it right. 2 teams have gotten it right so far.
Dang.
Oh, not too many teams feeling. A lot of teams skipping. A lot of teams not feeling bold. That's perfectly fine. But your answer, very early in her career, on her rise to stardom, it's Cate Blanchett.
Cate Blanchett
is the voice.
Wow.
They hired an actress to shoot on set, and then they replaced her with Cate Blanchett. All right. Yes. Stallone got it right. Luna Tunes got it right. This was like secret information up until just like 2 years ago. They didn't reveal this. It was uncredited. So Alfonso, nicely done. You survived the internet problems. I know you did well. How do you?
I had a lot of fun. I'll tell you that. I really enjoyed your puzzle round. That was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you for coming on. I hope you had a good time. I hope you'll come back sometime.
I will.
And everybody, check out. Hang on, where is my thing here? Everybody check out Alfonso's website.
There it is.
There it is. It's right there. Check him out. It's great. Alfonso, it's great to see you. I hope you have a great night.
You too, Chris. Thanks so much for having me on. This was incredibly fun.
Thank you. Come back anytime. All right, everybody. So I am going to let's look at your final scores actually while we're here. We've got in third place Marley's Chains with 26 points. Sterling Cooper Roland Deli Bets in second place with 28. And your winners once again with 31 points. Chris, they're on a roll. So good job, everybody. I hope you had fun. If you did, throw some money in the tip jar. It's right there. It's a completely free game. You're not obliged. It's totally free. But if you had fun, that'd be great if you can throw some money in there. So have a great week. Stay safe. Watch some movies. And I will see you back here next week, next Wednesday night at 7 p.m. My guest will be Matt Starr. Have a good one, everybody. I'll see you next Wednesday night.